our grid for heat number 1. 10 cars: Luke Kraus, Christian Rafoss, Bodie Cryer, Ray Kingsbury, inaugural champion Brandon Lambert, Andrew Howell, Daniel H., David Bush III, making his Rallycross debut, Parker Fleming, and Nathan Ramsey. Once again, this turn 1 is going to be tricky, but defending champion Kraus has the better line going into turn number 1. And an unknown is Christian Rafoss. He only made a couple starts last season, and a couple guys have moved cars and teams, but we'll see if the weight of the number 1 will not bother Luke Kraus.
Yeah, just a little bit.
6 laps. Joker once, and the top 2 will transfer. Winner gets 2 bonus points. Second place gets 1. The season is about to begin here in Barcelona, and we are green. Cryer in the middle of Rafoss, and Kraus, and Rafoss gets turned off the starts. Cryer gets passed by Daniel H., who moves into the second place, and Luke Kraus loves this into turn number 1. H., Cryer, Lambert sneaks through, gets hit by Kingsbury into David Bush, Fleming into the wall with Christian Rafoss and Nathan Ramsey in the back of the field. So Luke Kraus from the outside pole down to 9th place for the Norwegian, not having a good start to the season. Where's Kingsbury? Kingsbury, little bit of a connection issue, but he comes out ahead into the corner, side-by-side contact between them as Kingsbury having connection issues in the 25. That's one guy that you don't want to mess with is Kingsbury. If he gets mad, I feel like it'll be much worse. This is for the transfer spot here in Barcelona. Ace blocks him. Kingsbury gets a great run off the corner. On the outside, can't get it done.
Oh, the bump and run.
Ropes it in there is the 25. He's going to get past. Cryer's going to sneak past the 33 as well. And I have not seen an argy-bargy move from Ray Kingsbury like that in quite some time, but one guy that likes that is Luke Kraus. Defending champion wins heat number 1, and he will be on pole position for the race in Barcelona. Getting ready for the final heat race here in Spain. Green flag. Magnus Okenhaug on the inside in car number 26. Hartley, the former champion. Those two battled for the championship in 2020A. Josh Klog in the 199. One car around Schofield. Burgoon as everyone wads it up in turn 1. What happened in the first corner? But it is 2020A all over again. Okenhaug leads Hartley.
Yeah, as the top 3 guys were able to, with all the chaos going on behind them, the top 3 were able to just jump out and run away. So let's see if these 3 can work together and then see who's the best of the 3 to, or best 2 of the 3 to make it into the finals.
It's going to be a good one. Okenhaug Jokers holds the lead over Klog in the 199. Matt Hartley in 3rd behind Klog, and Magnus and Hartley. Roles reversed from the championship in 2020A. As we remember, those two dueled all season long after Jake Robertson missed a race or 2, I believe, in the middle of that season. White flag. Okenhaug could not come out on top in Sonoma, and as a result, Hartley took that championship. Nick Simone in the 99 stays out of the way of the race leader, as Matt Hartley in the 48 trying to catch Okenhaug, but I don't think he's going to have enough time here, Cody. Okenhaug pulling away. So Magnus gets redemption from 2020B and wins heat number 3, 2020A, I should say, wins heat number 3 in Barcelona. We know how Christian Rafoss is fast, but he's back in the field after that issue on the start. Another 8-lap 2-joker race. Green flag. Harberts misses the start. One car on the way on the outside. It's Matt Kingsbury. The teammates come together for DNF Auto Care. So does Harberts. The teammates come together, and over goes Kingsbury in the 21. He had a lightning start, and he rolls it and comes over voice chat. He's probably really angry. Rafoss is going to have the run. Exiting the Joker, a little bit more momentum, but he doesn't make it happen. Will he stick to the outside? No. He's going to peek to the inside now. He's going to change his mind. Tricky racing for these two, as they have one Joker done. The other 3 up front do not.
As this is kind of what the top 3 need right now, is these two just battle and slow each other down, so this way they can able to check out.
Harberts and Rafoss, the 2 fastest guys in this race, arguably. Dragster gets by Nathan Ramsey in the 29. Ramsey was involved in that calamity on the first lap, and he still holds the position. There's going to be no delta time between Fleming or Harberts. Jokering to complete his strategy is Rafoss in the 24. Comes out, battling Seth Rawls. No battle. He flies right past him.
Because that's the one thing with the Joker here. You get such a big run on the people that don't take the Joker that you go flying by them on the outside or inside if you're able to set it up that way.
Unless we're missing somebody.
No, second to fourth.
I miscount. Again, I can't read.
With the lap car, with Ramsey being there with the lap car, that's what that's everything up. As Ramsey gets crossed up right in front of Harbert's there.
Yeah, it was
speaking of the damage, I was gonna ask you, what do you think of it? This is our first race with it here in NASA.
No idea what to expect, but we know that defending champion Luke Kraus is on the front row of the grid pole position. Jacob Rafoss, Oakenhout, Kingsbury, Thomas, Hartley, Clog, Ragster, Cryer, Rafoss, and a couple others as we go green in Barcelona with Schofield and Harberts. Down to turn one, Kraus gets plowed by Oakenhout, shoved the championship defense out wide. Rafoss gets turned, Oakenhout gets turned, Cryer into Kingsbury, and everyone wads it up as Josh Klug takes the lead on the first lap. Sabian Ragster sits in second. To put this into perspective, around is Kingsbury, Rafoss as they all crash over the jump. Christian Rafoss started 10th, he's in 3rd. Cryer was 9th, he's in 4th. Hartley, Harberts, Luke Kraus, car number 1, back in the 7th position.
I was about to make a comment on that start there that I know iRacing announced that rain's coming, but I didn't think we were going to have it this early.
The track is wet.
It sure looked like it. They're going into turn 1. It looked like nobody wanted to turn.
As Clog, Ragster, Christian Rafoss. If you told me that was the podium 30 seconds ago, I would have called you crazy. Rafoss, Christian Rafoss that is on the back bumper of Sabian Ragster in the 91. Sending it exiting the dirt back onto the Grand Prix course for just a split second and then back onto the dirt. These top 3 pulling away from Harberts. As Rafoss forces his way to the inside of Ragster, entering the Grand Prix course again and put Rafoss to second. 5th place started in 9th. Thank you, Chad Irvine, for that stat. So everyone crashed in the first 2 rows of the grid and opened the door for everybody else to take the fight. Cryer got passed by Rafoss, gets a warning in the 24 for driver conduct. What happened there? I think he might have just pushed a little bit too hard. Or he might have actually, when he pushed Ragster out of the way, so we'll have to see. Clog, Rafoss, Ragster. It was contact with Ragster. Thank you, Chad. Jacob Harberts in 4th. Kraus is in 5th. Let me take a look at the strategy. Harberts has not taken his second Joker. So this, Ragster Joker, so does Christian Rafoss. Harberts will not Joker. He's going to stay in front of Kraus, but this is going to Clog Jokers. Christian Rafoss gets by him. Side by side for the race lead, maybe. Clog look to the outside, can't get it done. Into the dirt once again, they're going to be going. Rafoss blocking in the inside. Clog, can he take the fight to Rafoss? Clog
he put the wall.
And that might have sealed it.
As Rafoss has been putting really good lap times, low 42-second bracket. When with Clog taking the 2 Jokers, it was just enough that Rafoss was able to capitalize and make the move.
On the white flag, no less, Christian Rafoss will take the spot and take the win in the season opener for Spark LLM ahead of Josh Clog and Sabian Ragster. Luke Kraus, defending champion, comes home in 4th. Harbert's 5th. 6th will be Cryer. So we bring in our race winner, Christian Rafoss, and CubeCasts himself will handle this interview.
Christian, what a start. I mean, 10th to 1st, and most of those positions were made up on the first lap. Walk us through it.
Yeah, it was pretty hard in lap 1 because it was car everywhere on the track, like in T1, and yeah. So if you're gonna go through it, you need to brake and just take it easy.
Yeah, it was an incredible start and just absolute carnage all throughout. But after that, I mean, you still had to work your way through a couple of cars. Talk about just getting through guys like Sabian and Josh.
I don't know how I do it, actually. I just drive and
I mean, hey, at least you're honest about it. I just kind of hit the gas pedal sometimes, and it goes where I want to as well. What were your thoughts so on Barcelona as a track?
I don't like this track actually. It's too hard to drive. So
every single person, sorry guys, every single one of our podium interviews have said this track is hard to pass. I just find that ironic. Continue. Go ahead.
But anyway, yeah. Next week, we're going all the way over to Norway, going to hell. Do you like that track a little better, I would assume?
I don't think so. That track is like small and too much jumps, like small jumps on that track. So yeah, it's going to be hard to drive.
Yeah. It's a very different track, so it's going to be interesting to see. But congratulations on your first win of the season here. Who do you have to thank?
Jacob Rafoss for practicing with me before the race, and Mario Bonfante helping me out with this livery, and also Ray has made this livery. So yeah,
it's a great community, and hey, congratulations on the win. We will see you next week in Norway.
Yeah, I hope so.
That's Christian Rafoss, the winner here tonight. What a fantastic race from him. 10th to 1st in the final. Josh, Cody, let's wrap this bad boy up.
As he becomes the 35th driver in the championship history to win a race. And